Thank you, and thank you, Prime Minister, for coming, for joining this debate, and also for bringing in the sense of urgency. I very much appreciate that, and also your very clear words on the rule of law, on the bad situation that we see in several countries in the European Union. So my question directly on that would be, what exactly are you, what exactly are the Netherlands going to do in Council to support the Article 7 procedure on Poland, but also when it goes beyond Poland? What exactly are you going to do that? And I really appreciated your words as well about how the unity works and how we all depend on each other, because I think this is really true. We depend on each other. If we work together well, then we can all benefit from that. But if we're working apart, then we will all lose out. And you mentioned climate change as the obvious example for that, and I very much agree with that, and I can only applaud to your proposal that you've made on further reducing the CO2 emissions to 55% in the European Union. This is a really good way forward, because climate change is a threat to humanity, and we need to act. We need to get our acts together, and we have to move first, because if we don't, no one else will do so. But of course, in order to achieve that, you will also have to talk with your colleagues and your neighbours. You will have to make sure you get a majority in Council, because we in Parliament, we're not the problem. Actually, not even the others are the problem. The problem is the Council, so we're there. Please go ahead, put some pressure on your colleagues to make sure that we get to that aim. And if we can talk about dependency, I would also like to mention the fact that they're very much dependent on each other in economic terms. And economy is, I understand, a very central point in how you view the European Union and even how you view the world. And you have said that everyone needs to put their house in order. I think that's not the first time you said that. You've said that repeatedly. But putting your house in order, it doesn't work if you say everyone puts their house in order and everyone does their thing and then all will be well. Because we have a common market, we have a common currency. We're all interlinked, our economies are interlinked. So if one wants to export, someone else needs to import. This is how it works. We're all interdependent on that. And if everyone has to save and save and save, then who's going to drive demand? And you've been very critical again here today of others not getting their budget in order. But I would say, actually, one of the reasons other countries are not managing to put their budget in order, that's actually you. It's your government and previous Dutch governments, by being a tax haven, by a long history of blocking and frustrating and delaying European action against tax avoidance. Bravo. And with that, you're taking away other countries' income. Tax dodging by companies leads to costs of 15 to 17 billion a year in the European Union. That's money missing from our taxpayers. And you have just agreed in the Netherlands to please, apparently, multinationals like Unilever and Shell to give a tax break to companies that will cost the Dutch taxpayers 1.6 billion a year. And out of the 20 largest companies in Portugal, 19 have used Dutch letterboxes to avoid paying taxes in the midst of the economic crisis. So while Portugal was attacked for not saving enough, well, in Portugal there were severe austerity measures. Actually, it was your country that helped companies avoiding to pay the taxes that would have helped Portugal. So how do you expect Portugal to get their house in order? And why do you actually not cooperate with your colleagues in the Council? You're competing with them. So actually, Mr. Rutte, less tax competition would actually be more. And promoting the single market might sound very pro-European in the context that we're all getting used to, but actually just sticking to free trade, deregulation, liberalisation, that's the recipe of status quo. We need to be getting to a social Europe. We need to not forget that the European Union is not just a market, it's a place where people live, work, experience inequalities, have really social insecurities. That's where we need to get. We need to go to a social union, because if we're not having more social union, if we're not having more solidarity in the European Union, then we're not getting anywhere, and the European Union will be more social, we will have more solidarity, or it will have difficulties being. Thank you.